So let's talk about XCN. XCN is sitting at 1 cent right now, and the overall situation of XCN has not changed. It was actually sitting higher at 1.1 cent. But like I've said, 1 cent is its sweet spot area. It spends weeks there and then weeks here. If it comes back down to this area, I mean, it should hold like it did previously as well. It has tested it 2 times. It might as well just test it for the 3rd time as well. Those who don't know, XCN's full name is Onyxcoin. If you go by full name, some people they go by short names. Anyway, the thing is that we are expecting this to hold on to this area and then pump from here. It has been true multiple times so far. We were true when it went up this time, and then of course I didn't participate in this one, and then it came back down to 1 cent again and it went up again. We participated in this one again. For the 3rd time, it is the case scenario again. Now, the worst case scenario, I have mentioned this in my previous XCN update as well. The worst case scenario is that I go wrong with the 1 cent area. All of a sudden, the market gets super bearish, and then XCN is supposed to bleed further with the market. Then we can go down a maximum of 20% down from there, and that is towards 008. But that's the worst case scenario I have with XCN. XCN is doing well considering that it is still listed for futures on Binance. The overall listings on other exchanges, it is still intact. I don't see any negative development in XCN. Of course, from the development part, from the developers end, things can be questionable. The team might not be doing well, but at least on the outside part, things are fancy. I haven't looked into deeper what they are up to. But at least from the TS perspective, I'm not talking about fundamentals. For fundamentals, I charge. I don't do that for free. But from the technicals perspective, things are all okay. On the basis of the charts that we are looking at, the maximum drop, like I said, in the worst case scenario is towards 008. But I'm expecting it to bottom out again. And I think that this time, if it goes up, it will go and not stop here. It wouldn't do this thing again. This time, if it goes up, it will actually go higher, and we would be seeing the areas of 1.47 or so 1.45. So basically, I'm targeting this area. This time, if it goes up from here, it will shoot up towards 1.45. Then the next target I have is towards 1.6. I placed it almost correctly, 1.6. These are my 2 initial targets, and of course, my 3rd target is all the way up towards 2.2. which is pretty far, which is far stretched, but we will talk about it once we get there. At this stage, my major concern is just the 45% move from 1 cent to 1.45, and then the 60% move, which is from 1 cent to 1.6 cents. And that's pretty much it with XCN in short term. When I say short term, I'm talking about the case scenario for October and November. That's the maximum time frame for this case scenario. And of course, when it comes to long term, I don't talk about long terms because a lot of macroeconomic things can come into play. All of a sudden, we can have financial crisis and everything can go to shit, including Bitcoin. So it's useless to talk about it at this stage. I'll see you in next video. If you are a lover of XCN, these are the areas you buy, and then you wait for it to go up 45% to 60%, and then you sell. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or I have touched on a topic and you expect me to explain a bit more, I'll try my best to explain that to you in the comments. Leave a comment, and I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, because if you're not interacting with the video or if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see all the 10 videos that I make every day. You're going to miss out on it, and I think you are educated enough to understand what to subscribe and what not to, because if you want to miss out on it, then why not? It's for your own good, and you should know better what is good for you.